Hello everybody! A planned video is a strong video, right? I have today for you 6 success tips for live video, and I want to get right into it. So, I'm going to show you my process today because I spent some time planning, as we all should, and I'm going to share with you these 6 tips for creating successful live video. So first of all, let me see if I can see my screen to make sure. There we go. So this is my mind map. So this is where I start when I'm planning my live video or pre-recorded video. Doesn't matter, either one. I want to get clear on all of the things that I could talk about in my education-based videos. So does anyone else do this? If you're here, if you're seeing this video, I'd love to hear from you. Do you create a mind map? So in the middle, I have Social Media for Biz, and coming out from that centerpiece, I can talk about Facebook, Instagram, video content, captions, image content, strategy. I could talk about any of those things for hours, and I do. But I want to totally mind map it, and this is only about halfway done. I have to continue on. So that any one of these things, so you see this pink highlighted thing right here, that says planning. So today I'm talking about planning your video content for social media for business. But I can totally talk about planning your video content, for a good, probably for a good half hour. But today I'll do, 10 minutes. Try to stick to that. So nice and quick, 6 tips. My tip number 1 is, if you haven't already done so, create a mind map of all the things that you can talk about in your area of expertise. Yeah, Grace, you should totally do one. It's fun, actually. It makes you realize how many things you could talk about, which is quite a bit. So my tip number 2 is then you choose just one of them. So keep it to one topic, don't go, it would be a lot to do, planning your video, where to post it, what hashtags to use, how do you write your captions, what kind of copywriting formulas can I use in my captions. You could go on and on, but I'm just talking about planning your video content today. So choose one of those topics. That is tip number 2. Tip number 3, create a planning page for your Facebook Live or your Instagram Live or your pre-recorded video, whatever type of video you're creating. And here is my template that I use. I've printed off a bunch of them, and it's my plan to pre-plan all these videos and create a bunch of these video planning templates. Totally. If you want this, by the way, I just kind of created it the other day. I don't have it as an official, download my freebie thing, but if you email me, I would send that to you, kim@stgp.ca. I'll send you my video planning template. You can see it's all chicken scratchy all over the place, and that's okay. That was my thought process today. So create a planning page so that you don't get sidetracked when people are commenting, right? I love the comments, but sometimes we can get squirrely. So we want to have a planning page. We want to plan what we want to say and have it at the ready so that we can refer to it if we get sidetracked. So that's tip number 3 out of my 6 tips. Tip number 4 in regards to planning your video content is prepare your space, your sound, and your lighting. So I have nice light on this side of my face because that's where my window is, but I do have a little ring light to light up this side of my face, and I think about that and get it all ready before I go live. I also have a microphone because my computer microphone died, you guys. My computer microphone died. It was quite terrible. So I did have to invest in an external mic. You also want to plan your space. So if I had too many distracting things, I might want to shuffle which direction my laptop is facing. This is actually better. Should have done that at the beginning. So there you go. It's just a nice balanced image behind me and nothing too distracting behind me. So tip number 4 is prepare your space, your sound, and your lighting. Tip number 5 is do it. Go live or hit that record button. Don't be afraid. The more you do it, the better you get at it. It takes practice. And I'm sure your followers will be forgiving if you make mistakes. Yeah, don't beat yourself up. It's not about perfection. Let go of perfection and just do it. And tip number 6 is, either before you push live or afterwards, you can edit the caption of the video and respond to the comments. Quite often I see businesses, especially on Facebook, going live without any words by the live. So it's just like them in a video, but they're not giving a hint about what it is they're talking about, and you can totally do that in the caption. So write that caption, preferably before you go live, but you can also edit it afterwards. You can also edit your thumbnail. So Facebook in particular chooses a random thumbnail from your video and puts that as, as the thumbnail, so that when people are scrolling, it's the first still image that they see, and then when they push play, the video starts. You know what I mean by thumbnail? So you can change your thumbnail so that you don't have a goofy look on your face. Hands up! I'd love to hear in the comments, have you ever, had a thumbnail that looks like this when you're halfway talking? I hope Facebook picks that one. I'll do that for a bit longer. And then they grab that image and use that as the thumbnail, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, that is not flattering at all. So change your thumbnail so that you have a smile on your face and it's flattering. Caption, comments, those are my 6 tips. So I'll review them one more time. Mind map. Create a mind map so you have lots of ideas for what you can talk about. Choose one thing, one tiny small thing, because if you're an expert in an area, I'm sure you could talk for hours and hours about many of the things. Number 3, create a planning page. Email me, Kim@STGP, if you want a copy of the planning page that I use. I can share that, no problem. Prepare in advance. So prepare your space, your lighting, your sound. Make sure there's no distracting things behind you. Tell your children, if they're at home, to shush, all those good things. Number 5, go live. Let go of perfection, push the button, and you can do it. I know you can. Number 6, make sure your caption is nice and clear. Edit your thumbnail after the fact and reply to all those comments. Start to have some conversations in the comments and follow up with people. Those are my 6 tips. So some of you might be thinking, nobody wants to hear what I have to say. I'm here to tell you that's not true. If you are passionate about something and you're willing and able to share your passion online through video, people will listen. They will, especially if you are animated in your presentation, you smile, all of these tips, people are going to listen to you. Edutainment, I love that phrase, education plus entertainment is edutainment, is super popular right now. Just go to YouTube and search how to whatever and watch some of those how-to videos, especially the entertaining ones. They'll have thousands, if not millions of views. So, if you haven't already, check out my upcoming complimentary event. Go to social-media.academy/event. I'll put the link in the caption after this video is over, or in the comments. And yeah, I'd love to see you at one of my upcoming complimentary events. If you liked this mini training, you'll like this next larger training even more, because I have more tips and tricks to offer you. So I'm Kim Free, owner, CEO of smalltowngirlpromotions, STGP, and also Social Media Academy with Kim. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget, social media is social. So be social on social media. Have fun with it. Be social, be yourself, and we will see you next time.